Bueno, un aplauso para Emily Trunch, por favor.
Thank
Welcome,
you.
Emily.
Thank you for having me.
So, I have some questions for you. I'm an animator too. You know that because we talked about that like before, but we'll have to explain to them. Okay, she knows that I do animations too. And I loved Samuel, you know, and I'm very happy that Samuel exists because it's like evidence that you don't need to make backgrounds in animation, like to do an animation show.
It's
so
mostly
thank you very much for that.
It's mostly because I'm super lazy.
Oh,
Like
that's me too.
Like background, sometimes we don't need it.
Yes,
Like,
thank
yeah,
you.
just a horizon line.
Yes.
On the
one tree
on the
maybe.
back, yeah.
Like one tree. Like
And some trees. Yeah. That's what.
Yes. Oh, I'm so glad for that. Thank you. As a lazy animator, I thank you very much. So, and then my first thought when I watched Samuel was like, oh my God, every episode is like 5 minutes or even less. And that was like the best thing that ever happened to me. I was very happy because, you know, normally like shows are like longer and longer and longer, and 5 minutes is like perfect.
Yeah.
And me as an animator, I also do like very short videos. So it's like, for me, it's like the shorter, the better. But I know this is very difficult because for me sometimes it's hard. So I wanted to ask you like, why?
Why short like this?
Yes.
It's because I think when I started it, I was all alone, just me. So if I made more, I think I couldn't make more because I was alone. So short was fine with me, and it was, I think I wanted to say this in this short amount of time to tell something, and just simple things, and 5 minutes was enough. But sometimes it was a challenge, especially with the Spanish and Catalan version, because in France it's not on television, so I could do whatever I want with the length of the episodes. So because, for example, the first episode in France, when I did it at the beginning, it's just 2 minutes, and I had to make it longer for the Spanish version. I had to add some sequences in it. I was playing with the lengths. So some episodes were shorter, some longer, and but short. I don't really know why. I didn't really answer the question. But
No, I think you answered the question. You
okay.
did very well. Because I think, because I also do animations by myself. Like I do everything. I think you also do everything, right? Like.
At the beginning, yes.
At the beginning,
yeah.
Okay.
The first 4 episodes, I made it myself. But then I had a team, and I wasn't alone anymore. So I think I could, I would have died.
I'm going to ask you now. You know what I'm going to ask you now. So how was like to work alone first, and then to work with a team? I personally want to know.
Okay, alone it was nice. It was nice. The first 4 episodes I made it in lockdown in 2020, so I had a lot of time, and I was only doing to myself and I posted it on social medias, but I didn't have any pressure, or it was really just for fun. And next. On the side, I have my professional project. I was working on a scenarios was more serious. I don't know. And I had also Samuel that was only there for pleasure, So it was a safe place for me to work on. And when I worked with a team then, I wanted to keep that feeling that I had when I was working alone. And with the team, we were really close, and I don't know, it didn't change anything actually. I think some stuff obviously like production, waiting for deadlines or everything, but the feeling of working on it was really, really nice also. It was, really peaceful, I think.
I'm glad. I'm afraid because I always think that I'm really okay working by myself, and then I'm afraid that this happens, like this feeling that I have gets lost in the middle of the
I was afraid to lose maybe the sincerity or the freshness of the beginning of the process, like a fresh idea or just doing stuff because you want to do and not ask to anyone. But everybody on the team wanted to keep that also, because they saw the first 4 episodes and it was working like this, so we didn't want to lose anything. Yeah.
Okay, so that was a good team. Like, you were happy with the team, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so that was like the first thing, like the duration of the episodes. I was like, this is good. Like, I can see this, like, and I've seen it 3 times.
Oh, really?
So yes.
Okay, I guess you know by heart the.
Yes. I'm very invested in this show. So I have a lot of questions, but I will be quiet, okay? Because I'm like, okay. So let's talk about the idea. Where I want to know, because this idea is like you're telling a story through the eyes of a child, a kid, like a 10-year-old, 11-year-old kid.
It's 10 in France and it's 11 in Spain.
That's a weirdly specific change for Catalonia.
Yeah, because I got wrong with the. I can say that now. I got wrong with the age in France.
Okay.
And we corrected it. Correct? In Spain, but not in France. But they don't know that.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we have like the right one.
Yeah. In France, it's like he skip a year. Like he's so smart.
Okay, that's good to know. Good trivia of Samuel. And I wanted to know because when I create, we were talking about this before. I always create like scenes that I would love to see, that I'm thinking like, I would love to see this, and I don't see any, so I'm like, I'm gonna do it, okay? But I don't work for popularity, like I don't do things like thinking, this is going to be like popular, people
right? Are going to like it.
Yes, so I want to know, I wanted to know, I know now that you also work like me, and I wanted to know, like, why like tell a story?
Why
like,
this?
Why
like
are
this?
We here? What are we doing here? No, why telling a story like of childhood? Like,
so this idea, I had it. So just before lockdown, I was working at the studio on a professional short film, and it was quite intense. But I finished this film early, so I had 1 week left in the studio, But so at the opposite of this short film, I wanted to do something, because this film was in pastel oil. It was really serious. It was about a poem from Paul Verlaine, a French poet, and it had no dialogues, just the voiceover.
I saw it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Thank you. But at the opposite, I wanted to do something really, really quick, and without too much thinking. It was really the main thing that I was saying to myself, like, don't think too much, don't judge yourself, don't think about what people are going to think about it. Just tell a story about what you like, what you know, and so I went with it, and in 5 days I made this film, which is now the first episode of the series. But I didn't think too much about anything, actually. Samuel appears immediately on the screen. I had no researches, but I think I wanted to paint childhood because I needed at this time a safe place, really, because I don't know, the world was really weird at this time. We started to hear about COVID. I had finished my studies, and I finished this intense movie, and I was a bit, I don't know, the world was a bit blurry, and so thinking about this time of my life where everything is kind of safe, you can't die because you have your parents that provide you food. I don't know, but you're a child and you have your own problems, that really matters to you. But with an adult point of view, you can think it's not. There's not. It's yeah.
I think it's really nice like this. I haven't so thinking that this was the reason that I knew. I read that the pandemic, it was when the pandemic you started, but I think it's very refreshing that you just did what you wanted to do, and you were like, I'm gonna do it, and just for fun, and you shared it in your social media.
Yeah, so this film, I posted it on social media, but I didn't want to do anything else with it. It was only made for just one film, and that was it. But because the reviews were pretty good from my friends and my family mostly, but it made me want to do more. So I made a second episode, and it became not famous, but kind of known in the in the small animation industry.
Yes.
And that's how my producer got to see it, and he reached out to me and said to me, do you want to make a series with it? And I said, okay, let's go. And
it's a very nice story. I like it. So because I wish that will have, like, if that will have happened to me, I will be happy, but it didn't happen like that. So I'm like projecting, like, I wish that would have happened to me. Okay. So I want to know, like, your inspiration references you have. I hate this question when people make this question to me because I have no references.
I have no inspiration.
But I'm gonna do this question for you. Like,
I can say to you like things I like, but for Samuel, please. I think I don't, because I didn't think. I wasn't thinking about anything.
I answer like, when people are like, "Where are your references, Rocío?" And I'm like, I wasn't thinking on anything. Like, I just
did it.
Yes. Good answer.
But I have some things that came along with me, like, or just I just wanted to watch or read some things just to want me to do things, not especially to like find inspiration in it, but it is inspiration. Just like the energy to keep working and to see beautiful animation, like all the. I saw multiple times in French it's Souvenir goutte à goutte, Omoïde Poro Poro. I think in Japanese, but
I don't know anything about animation, so maybe.
From Takahata, Isao Takahata, Ghibli film that I love very much. So there's that. There's also a comic book, a French comic book, but maybe it's known in Spain. Lou, just Lou. Okay, it's about it's a blonde little girl who's 10 years old, and she writes in her diary, so it's kind of close. But it was a comic book that I was reading when I was 10. So yeah, I keep reading it because I love it. And actually, thanks to Samuel, I got to meet the author and discuss it with it, and he really loves Samuel. So it's like my goal accomplished. Yeah.
Okay. When I don't know what to answer to this question, I'm going to give you like something you can say if you don't know what to answer. I think your answer is pretty good, but I'm going to help you. Also, I think David Lynch. You know David Lynch, the director? David Lynch? I don't know.
David
Lynch? Like this animation series that is like, it's on YouTube. You can search it. I don't remember the name, but it's like it's an animation series. Yes, I will send you the link. I think some of the people know what I'm talking about. It's very good. I don't think it has the energy of Samuel because Samuel is very nice, and the violin was like making everyone like fight, but you will like it. I think
but I'm
you
curious.
will like it. Yes. So I have well, this is my favorite part. I like all this talk, but this is my favorite part because I was a teen when in the 2000s. So there's like some things in Samuel that were like to me like I was on a time machine, like I was like Messenger, you know, like it was
with
like,
the to-do-do.
Yeah, the notification sound was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Again,
it brings
the
back
good old
memories.
days.
Yes.
Yes.
All
like,
the love stories were happening on MSN. MSN, Messenger.
not for me, but I know, I know it happened for my friends, but.
No, not. But like just dramas, drama.
Yes. I really like that you put like the messenger conversation because also the energy of the text is like cinema verite, you know. It was like that. Like people was like ¿qué haces? Like it was like that. And now, I thought about it. It is like at that time it was very important, but we didn't have anything to talk about like important because. Our life was the school. Nothing important.
So you couldn't like
us.
when the person was sending like WhatsApp in your life, you couldn't say like it was always the answer like nothing much, and that was it. And you had to dig deep to find a subject of conversation. And
or like what's your favorite drink? But you already it was very stupid conversation.
It was
like,
an art of
but I really like that, and also. Well, I wanted to ask you, like, you were, I mean, which part of this story are like your life experiences, or which parts like you made some research like on teen kids from the South?
No, I didn't do a lot of research actually.
You asked your friends, or it was?
No, it was all from my memories, souvenirs. But I didn't have, like Samuel, a diary. So it was all in my head. I also have two sisters, and we're almost the same age, so we always like to talk about this period of time that we really, really liked, and we like to remember just little details that are really not important, but for us it's like, oh yeah, that's right. And so it really came from my head, and Samuel is actually living in the city where I grew up, and he goes in the same school where I went. There's a lot of things in the series that are from my childhood. For example, there's an episode with his old neighbor's 100 cats that gets crushed from time to time in the front of his house. It's a true story, and it was my old neighbor. And we were sometimes when we were coming from school, we could see some cats in. That's harsh, but this is some souvenirs like this that I put everywhere in the series.
From your world, from your life.
Yeah. But it was sometimes it was all. It was to begin an episode. I had a memory, and I. Writes around it, but it was the so I have to I try to find my words to explain this, but
I'm doing the same.
It's the input. No, it's not like the little étincelle.
No, okay. You can.
Sparkle.
Oh, yeah,
the little
one person that understood you.
Thank you.
Very happy.
The little sparkle at the beginning of the writing process.
You write like, Okay. So
too complicated
at
for
some time
simple.
you want to speak in French. We can try to understand you. Okay. We like you, so we will understand your French. So I also thought that my teen days were boring.
Oh, really?
But then I saw Samuel. And I was like, oh, it wasn't that boring, because I think Samuel's life is very entertaining.
Did you have there's an episode with Berenice?
Yes, my favorite one.
With the cartas. I think it's in.
Yes, the
Did you
letters,
have? Did
these
you have
letters,
it?
No, but
Oh.
I saw people that had them. Like I always live like through the others, as you can see.
Yeah.
So I saw that.
Okay, so the others had.
Yes,
had,
yes,
but you,
not me.
you didn't.
But yeah.
That's so sad.
Yeah, I know. I know. You want to talk about that? You want to talk about
We
my
can do
sad
a session,
type?
a psychological session.
No, let's keep going. We're going to cry. So, but no, I felt like it was like very representative of that moment. Like I felt like, oh, this is actually very interesting. There's a lot of drama, and there were a lot of drama like in my teen days, and it was like. I felt really sad, like the world was going to end when I had a fight with a friend. It was like everything was so dramatic, like the end of school, the start of the summer, to me was like the end of the world.
Yeah.
And then start again was like New Year, like it was, and I think this is where
Yeah, and 1 week later you forget about everything,
Yes.
and there is another thing, and
yes,
yeah.
this is also very well represented.
Thank you.
And also I want to talk about the music choices of Samuel, because I personally like it a lot. I love ABBA, and this is your voice, this is your singing, right?
In this version it's
Okay, it's another person.
Estelle Tort who's doing the dubbing for Samuel, but in the French version I'm doing all the dubbing, and I sang also.
I would love to see the first version. It's
the
not
French?
longer in.
It translates. You
your
mean with
your version, the original version, the first thing you did. You can see this.
You mean the first episode?
Yes.
No, I had to
delete it.
Yeah, to delete it from my
Okay.
Instagram.
Okay.
My producers asked me to.
Okay.
Yeah, for
I will
right
ask you
reason.
to send the link to me, please.
But
I would love to see it.
Yeah, but I also do the dubbing even for the final versions,
Okay.
and I sing.
Okay. I was going to
Yeah,
say
it's not that I'm
you
not
have
a good
very
singer, but
lovely voice. So,
I have a 10-year-old child voice apparently.
But it's very nice, and I want to know. So the music choices are yours?
Yes, yeah, they're all mine. Yeah, it's a big part of the process.
Yes.
Even the writing process, I think about the music at the very beginning. I also, if I'm not inspired by any musics,
okay.
I don't want to write anything. It's
the
really
same.
like
Yes.
inseparable for me. I don't know if it's a good thing, but yeah, for Samuel, it was at the script. I put the music choices.
Yes.
At the very beginning, and my producers were telling me like, you can't have this, or you can, or
like,
yeah, there's some music that we couldn't have, like for episode 2, it was the Beatles.
Oh.
Yeah, and yeah.
Which one can I ask?
Because.
Oh.
Yeah, the most beautiful one.
I'm sad.
Yeah, it was. I can say the numbers.
I guess it's because it's very expensive, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, it was
yeah,
really expensive.
I guess it's very expensive.
Some music, some artists, or not artists, but right owners. Sometimes it was not about expensiveness, but they were just saying no. Like, we don't want to.
Nice. Okay.
But it was kind of rare.
Yeah.
We had a lot of luck for many songs, and
but still, I think it's like a good music choices are great for me at least, because this moment with the beach house song, it's the same, right, for every country. Like
yes,
it's the same music. I also wanted to ask this. Like the moment of beach house, I was like, because I really like beach house, but this moment with the pool, I think it is.
Yeah, when they are looking
really
at each other, and there's the piano. I think it's a piano.
See, it's
that growing and growing.
Out of the sea, no, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes. You see, I have seen it 3 times, so I know. I know. And the Janet song, it's the same.
Porque te vas?
Sí.
No, it's not the same in the.
Oh, okay.
But actually, I prefer the Spanish version for this episode. Like, it's so good, and we went in a Barcelona school to record a kid in a class, and also we recorded the whole class for the choir, and the kid was so talented. He was
Wow.
he was amazing.
Yeah.
So I love that part. In the French version, it's a sad song mostly.
Okay.
It's called Un homme heureux, so a happy man. But
Okay.
yeah, and we had to. I think we had also to change the edit of the episode to match the song.
Yes, I imagine.
Mm.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I liked very much like this.
But Porque te
Music
vas
change.
is also very famous in France.
Okay.
So
But like
I'm
in
really glad.
Spanish or in French? Is there a French version of
Uh,
Porque te vas? No, it's
no,
like
no, the Spanish.
it's
Yeah,
Porque
we
te vas.
always learned it in Spanish class. It was always the first thing that we.
Okay, so that's like your first, the first thing you know in Spanish.
Yeah, in
is
Spanish.
Like, Porque te vas. I
Mm.
think that's very good. And also, this song from this band called Teen Suicide. You know,
Sorry, what?
Teen Suicide. There's
Oh
like a song.
yeah. You know about the
Of
song?
course, because I was
Okay.
listening, I was like, this song, and I listened to them on my emo face.
No, but it's
like, when I-
there was not. So
it was not, but it's from him. He had like another band, I think, because I searched the song.
maybe.
It's like a version, I think. What
This is another version, yeah,
Yes.
from somebody that I found on YouTube.
yes.
I was like looking for stuff, and
Okay.
yeah,
It's a very very nice song.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it.
yeah.
And I think in this moment that Samuel was like very
He's
emo.
like in his bed.
He's like,
and-
oh, no one loves me. I hate myself. So it was like perfect for
yeah,
that
yeah,
moment.
it's perfect.
Very
Yeah,
good.
it's the episode with the shark. Yes, it is
I
with
think
the shark necklace.
yes.
And he
Yes.
imagined himself doing the guitar and
it was the one
and he's
where
like yeah,
he's like,
and he's singing.
Julie doesn't love me. I don't care.
Yeah.
And he's like singing like a sad song in the bathroom, and then
Yes.
he goes like very sad on the. I remember everything about this
Mm.
show, as you can see.
I was actually surprised that they kept the for the television the fuck it song, you know,
Yeah,
the
I
one in
see.
the
Yeah,
bathroom.
yeah,
I thought
the-
maybe they, because it was for kids.
Yes.
It's in the kids channel on the
Yeah.
in Spain.
I don't think they think kids understand English. So
Okay.
so they're like,
Okay, that's fine. We'll
whatever.
see.
Like, let's listen to. But
Yeah.
in my teen days, this song was very popular. Like,
Mm.
no, it was like
Yeah.
very sad song.
But
about
it's
focus,
funny
yeah.
because in France it's broadcast. Samuel is broadcasted in an adult channel, and in Spain it's on a kid channel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sí, sí.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
don't know.
That's
Yeah,
funny for
I
me,
think
but
kids from here are prepared like for everything. I like to think that I was prepared for everything when I was a kid. So yeah, and also this is very important for me, the dancing on Samuel. I really liked like how did you told like so many emotions and feelings like from Samuel and other characters through the dancing.
yeah.
This was very
Thank you.
beautiful.
Yes. Sometimes when he doesn't want to speak or he doesn't know how to express what he's feeling, he's just dancing. He just dances, and also I like to make him dance because that's also funny to me, to animate and to draw and.
But
Yeah.
wow, it's like very difficult, right?
Yeah, but I was, for these sequences, most of it I think I was filming myself in my apartment,
Okay.
and I was like searching for movements and see poses, and then I redrew them
Okay.
on the screen, so it helped me a lot. Yeah.
So you're a very good dancer because I was trying like some
Moves
yes,
from
yes.
Samuel.
I'm like I'm gonna do this
Yeah.
when the time comes.
I'm a okay dancer.
Yeah, no, but that's very cool.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll do it for you privately, like not like in front of these people. But I
But
think
yeah,
it's
for
very
example,
cool.
there's this episode where Julia
Sí, Julia
La Julia Alta.
Yes.
Rolata is dancing. There's a show.
See, if I remember this episode.
It's like not show. How is a spectacle de danse? Spectacle.
Ah, sí.
Yeah.
When she was dancing at the theater,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
She was
So-
doing like a choreography with
Yeah,
other,
with all the other
Yes.
kids, and this one is really, it was just me dancing alone, and then I had to
Okay. Repeat it
duplicate
too.
every
Okay.
characters and
Okay.
to find ways to animate it.
But you were like a professional dancer, or you only do it because you like it?
I'm only doing
This is
it
like
because
a
I like
personal
it.
question I want to know, because I really think it
No,
was
no, no.
really good dancing.
I dance a lot. I'm dancing since I'm like very, very young.
Okay, so
So it's
Okay.
always been there, and in all my films and my movies,
okay.
even when it's not explicitly shows, it's also in a way of editing stuff, play with the rhythm, with the music, with the looks. When Samuel is looking here, then here.
Yes.
It's always a movement and a choreography for me to make a movie. I see it that way.
So this is very interesting because I see that this is also like the way you, on a narrative level, like this is the way you express yourself, like through dancing, also because you like it. So to me, it's
Yeah.
new because I will never think to do animation of
Through dance.
yes, because I think it's so difficult. Like the most, I think I don't like. No, I don't do that. It's too difficult for me. I will record myself, like to see if I can
Also,
animate
you're
my
also
dancing.
doing you're also doing videos to see how you move, to help you with the movement, or not at all?
You have to know, I draw very, very bad. So when I even make photos of myself, if I want to draw like someone seated, you know, because I have to see like.
But
okay,
I do that also.
Ah,
Sometimes
okay.
I
it's
have.
normal. Okay.
No, no,
sorry.
it's yeah.
Okay.
I have videos of me like just doing this, like, and it's just
Okay.
this, and I have a ton of videos just
Okay.
because
okay.
I want to see what's happening with like the what's moving first. Is the head
Yes.
goes there,
Of
but
course.
the I don't know.
On the
a lot
eyes
of things, but
also.
just in-
Sí,
yeah.
sí.
Yeah.
See, okay, so this is normal for animators. Okay,
Yes.
I saw
I
that
think
was
so.
only
I
me,
think
and
so.
they were like privileged.
But
minds,
at the
like-
beginning, I was kind of shy to say that to others that I was
Okay.
doing.
Yes, I will never say that to others.
yeah.
I will never tell people that you told me this, and none
Okay.
of these people. will say
Because
anything.
I think it's not. No, maybe in school it wasn't well seen to do.
Okay.
You know, you had to. I'm exaggerating it, but
Yeah.
you had to like just be super good and do the
Yeah,
drawing
I thought that was
right
like,
away.
So
yeah.
you went to an animation
Mhm.
school.
Yes. Yeah.
How was that?
It was really nice.
It was nice.
It
Okay.
was nice.
You had friends.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's good. I'm happy.
You didn't?
I didn't go to an animation school,
Oh, yeah.
and I learned by myself, like to draw. So, but
But that's a good way too.
yeah.
But this school where I was really cool because it was not on the technical stuff. It was more on the author side. You had to like experiment things. They let you. They let you free kind of way. Like
Okay.
they wanted you to make mistakes, to try things, to write things, to find your artistic style.
But that's very good.
Yeah, that's very good. For some people, it was too. You had to be too independent. Independent. No?
Independent.
It's so hard to
We
say.
both are like
Independent.
independent. Yeah.
Yeah, but so you had to be that to
Okay.
maybe to enjoy really the process of the school.
Okay. So I think I will love that because
Yeah.
I don't think I will be good like learning like you
Yeah.
you know After Effects.
Yes,
you
I'm super
hate
bad
it?
at it.
Thank
yeah.
you. I hate it too. I will never
all the
learn
softwares, actually, all the softwares. I'm super bad at all the softwares,
Okay.
except the one that I made Samuel with,
Which
because
was?
it's TV Paint.
Okay, I don't
TV
know.
Paint.
You have to write that to me.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Because
kind
I
of-
also hate the whole Adobe
It's
people. It's like the worst.
It's kind of it's kind of instinctive to
Okay.
use it,
Okay.
but for all the other software, I'm
yeah.
kind of bad.
We're like soulmates of animation.
Yeah.
I think. Like the more I know you, it's like I
Yeah,
hate
yeah.
After Effects too.
We think the same.
And you know, what's your opinion on animators in general? Have you known?
On what?
I'm like, what is your opinion of animators? Like people that work in animation, like in general? Like,
In general?
yeah, like I mean, because I always was afraid like to work with other animators because I always thought that they would treat me like I wasn't a real animator.
Oh, really?
Yes, but maybe that's my personal fear. I was trying like to connect with you
But
more.
you're super famous now in
No,
it's
I'm
right?
not that famous.
In animation.
I'm like, I think the real animators from Spain think that I am not a real animator.
Oh.
But I don't care. I don't give a fuck, so it's okay.
You created your
Okay,
own
let's
style.
go back to Samuel. Let's not talk about me. Style. The style, okay, this is also very important for me because I have my evidence that animation series without background, it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's super cool, like to make like a complex background, like 500 animators doing like one background. I guess that's nice, but I really like the minimalistic style of. But yeah, you explained that was because you wanted to go quick. You wanted to do something quickly, right?
We wanted to keep the same process that I had when I was alone, and it worked with Samuel also because he writes in his diary, so it goes with the story, you know, just this black line on white paper. It reminds a bit of the just like a rough sketches.
I think it's very cool. I think it has sense, you know. I don't think anyone sees this and think, oh, this animator is very lazy. I think it makes sense. It's like
cool if it works.
I think it's cool.
But yeah, the things that I was saying to myself at the beginning, but I tried to keep that all along. It was I also wanted to keep the bad drawings. Like when I was doing some like a bad head of Samuel, I kept it, and I wanted to keep that feeling to just be okay with your mistakes and
I agree with you with that because I also like love mistakes. Like,
it creates good accidents.
Yes. And I also want to know, because the structure of the show is like moments of someone's life, right? Mm-hmm. So I wanted to talk about this because I think there's a lot of topics, important life topics, like, I don't know, love, friendship, family, death, and you talk about everything. And I wanted to know, how did you come to this structure for the show?
When I started to work with my producers, I had to write really like not a timeline, in a narrative line. Yes. For all the show, and it came kind of naturally. I know I wanted to talk about those maybe heavy stuff, but to talk about it with simplicity and to let the place to the silence, to, I don't know, to show the least, to say maybe the more. It's kind of cheesy to say, but it's, it was the thing, that I was saying to myself. But it's kind of a hard question, I think.
Okay, I made one.
No.
Okay. But because I think it's very representative of like life, I guess, in general. So I like it because it's like, and also like 5 minutes every episode, and talking about things like death, for example, and that episode with Alberto, I think it's another name in French.
Corentin.
I will never say that. But
this one
is very. I was crying like at the end when the grandma is dancing with the dog. I was like, oh my god.
Yes,
she
because there's the
made
dog.
The grandma dance with the dog. I was like, no.
There's two things, like a grandma and a dog. So it's the combo for the crying.
I like crying, so I was like, this is my favorite episode.
Yeah, you're right. Each episode became from a thought and a souvenirs, like I said, and this one particularly, it was a memory of my cousins that lost their grandma, And I remember as a kid, I was thinking like, oh, they are going to change. They're not going to laugh or smile anymore. They're going to be depressed because now they know about death. And so it was kind of a selfish thought, but I wanted to dig deep in this feeling, and I wanted to translate it with Samuel and Alberto.
I felt like there is very realistic, like when you're a kid and you know about death, it's like you don't know what to say, right? But
yes.
It's like, but you also want to do something because something is expected.
Yeah.
And then when they run and made this, it also felt like catharsis, like doing something to like physical because you don't know what to say. So I think it's very well done.
Thank you.
And let's talk about the characters. I already said that Berenice for me is like my favorite one. I was always rooting for Berenice and Samuel.
Even in the 4 episodes when she say maître.
Yes, because I love like this kind of enemies to lovers story, or friends to lovers.
Me too.
This was like, oh my God, they have to be together. They are kids, but they have to be together.
But when
so I mean, I love all characters, okay, but
Berenice is the best.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think she's the favorite for a lot of people.
Oh no.
But I really like Julia. Julia also.
Yeah,
Julie. I really like it, but she's less famous now. But I didn't want to create a competition between the.
Okay, no, that's me. No. I'm doing like that competition.
I wanted to write my characters, even the secondary one. Okay. I didn't want to let anyone just like, okay, you will be the other girl and you will be the best friend. I wanted to really empathize with all the characters.
I think this is, for example, Julie was like very assertive. Like when he was telling Samuel, maybe this is a spoiler, you must see the show. When she's like, I also liked you.
Yeah, but I didn't want to go out with you because
it was very cool of her. It was like, wow, she's like 10.
Yeah, I really like this.
I have 30 years old and I don't know how to say that, but she's like 10 years old and she's like
she's really cool. But yeah, I was kind of proud of this episode where Julie is saying this stuff to Samuel, because it was a feeling that I was having also at not like I have a lot of boys, but just the thing that you still want to be a kid and go out with the boy is too much, and you want to
want to play,
even if you like the person, sometimes you can be like, don't touch me, there's a feeling like this.
But it's nice that she says it like
she had to be honest, and I like Julie because she's shown as the main female character, but she doesn't want to be. She wants to be alone. She doesn't speak too much. She's always, when Samuel and Julie are speaking, you can see that there is always a window between us or something, and except this episode where they're finally speak face to face, and or when they are face to face, another episode they don't speak. Well, it's some.
I think that's. I saw that. I realized that. So Berenice. Let's talk about Berenice again. So I really like the internal reach. That was very funny. You know this scene where the other girls were making fun of her, and she's like, I tell my brain not to think about violent stuff. And then you see like the girls in the garden like about to die. That was so funny. And it's a little bit like anime, like.
Yes, there's a lot of inspiration from anime, Japanese anime, like the episode in the castle when they're running, It's completely inspired by that. I don't know if you know the anime, it's in France it's Olive et Tom, the one with the foot.
Yeah, the one with the football.
Yeah. Okay. How
in Latin America is Oliver Atom. What? Okay. Oliver y Benji. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're
Okay,
talking
so
about.
this one was
Yeah.
completely in my head for the for the storyboards of.
And
Yeah.
also the one episode with the it was a nightmare, and there was
Yeah.
this woman.
Yes.
This remind me, but maybe I'm like.
Titan, l'attaque des titans.
No, I was
No?
going to say
Okay.
Masaaki Yuasa. You know this
Yeah,
animator.
Yeah, I love it.
But I would really like. I thought maybe this reminds me of that, and
Yes.
it was a crazy episode, by the way. That was
Yeah,
like
this is
scary. I was like, wow.
This is the episode, the weird episode before the finals one.
Okay.
You know, there's always that in the, especially in animes, there's always like a weird episode, like what is this? It's completely out of the line, but it's always like maybe 2 episodes before the end.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make an episode like this. And so La Grande Dame in French, the character, the scary lady, how
I haven't
is
seen
the
it.
name? No, in Samuel, you know, the lady that's
of
burning.
course, the one. Yeah. I really love the style of this.
Yeah,
drama.
but this one, like the big smile with the teeth, is inspired by the. Actually, I had inspiration. you know, we said earlier with. But
this always happens.
but-
It also happens. Yeah.
So it's inspired by Titan, l'attaque des Titans. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. This person is very helpful. And this,
Thank you.
He's like translating between us.
So attaquer
Thank
fait
Okay.
Titans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have next interview tomorrow.
I can say
like
that now.
they're going to ask you this, so
But
you're prepared.
We forget about what we are inspired by. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like in our minds, and we don't specifically like have one inspiration. It's like all is in our heads,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like when
Exactly.
we create, it's like there, and that's the thing. But people want like one name. You tell me one TV series that inspired you. Like I don't know. I'm always says like El Chavo del Ocho. Do you know El Chavo del Ocho? Okay, the guy that is helping in French, El Chavo del Ocho. You don't know? Okay. I thought you will know. Okay, it's okay. I will tell you later.
El
I will
Chavo
tell
del
you later.
Ocho.
It's like a show from Mexico, and it's like about a neighborhood and a poor kid that everyone treats very
poor
badly.
kid?
Yes, a very poor kid that lives like in
A cool kid?
poor kid. Poor kid.
What's a poor kid? Like a kid
a kid
in a
with
swimming
no
pool?
money. Like
Okay.
we're going to be very good friends. I think like our communication is incredible. So okay, how is time? I don't know. Time is okay. Can we talk a little bit more? Okay, and then like the last thing. Okay, so when you started, like doing Samuel, you didn't think like we were going to be here talking about Samuel in Barcelona.
No.
Okay, that was my last question. No, but you didn't think like...
I remembered like doing the first episode, like really like in the very, very beginning, I put like a flag at this moment to think like, okay, if we cut this and we go like 3 years or I don't know, 5 years later, is it going to go somewhere? Yeah. And so yeah, that's the only thing. But when I was doing it, I enjoyed what I was doing, so I wanted I wanted people to like it. But yeah, I didn't know it was going to be this much.
Yeah.
I don't know how it went in Spain actually.
I liked it very much.
Okay.
And I think they did too, because if they didn't, like, they wouldn't be here. So I think it was a success, and I think it was created in a very genuine way. So, and I think I can see that in Samuel. It's like very refreshing. Like it's honest. It's like real. So. Let's and my last question, and then we applaud you. Okay? Is there going to be a second season? Can you tell us? It's like a secret.
I don't know if it is, but we're thinking about it. Yeah.
That's enough. Okay. Now you're done. Okay. Nice. I need to know.
I can tell you another thing.
What? Yeah.
I'm doing. My producers are going to kill me. Maybe no.
He's not here. It's okay.
No, I'm doing a comic book, a graphic novel around Berenice.
That's very nice. I'm very happy.
Thank you.
So thank you, Emily, for being here, for trying to understand my bad English. and
Mine is
talking
worst.
To me. I'm very glad because I feel like that you exist is good for my animation. So thank you very much. And now, if someone has, si alguien tiene una pregunta, if someone has questions, better questions than mine, please, you are very welcome to make these questions. This always happens.
Oh yeah.
no?
Also, I just wanted to say there's
Yes.
2 animators in the room that worked on Samuel, and they were so good. So we can clap for them if they are here.
Nice. So, more questions? Anyone? Anyone has any? See, one person. It's like there. Okay, a microphone.
So this is the moment where I have to put that in my ear.
Oh, this was for English. Like, okay.
I don't know.
It wrong.
If we,
Okay. Muy
but
bien.
maybe it will be in English.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
So I want to know if when you start making the other episodes, if you reached like a point where, I'm sorry, I'm nervous. Not that you didn't have any inspiration, but you felt like stuck, or you felt like it was like doing a filler episode or something like that.
Like a feeling of.
Like a filler
blah, blah, blah.
episode, you know?
Hola.
La 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 la.
It's like,
Ah, c'est bon. A feeling where I was like lost or I have no inspiration.
Or where,
Yeah, all the time. All the time. Really, like.
but it's like a certain episode where you.
Or I was kind of, the last episodes. I think the first episode were kind of smooth for me to write because it was really new. But at the end, I had all these characters, and I had to make it like to build this story and to make it to an end. And it was, there's some moments that were kind of hard, not at the writing process, but when I had to storyboard it, so to draw. And in my writing process, in my creative process, I sometimes don't want to I don't want to follow the script. I want to find another idea, and so it was really a free process. But at the end, it has its limits, and there's some episodes where I was kind of lost and I didn't know where I was going. And when we started to animate it, so I have my animators team, I didn't finish the last episodes, so the animators were like working very fast, and there was a point where they had no more work to do because I was I was working on the last episodes, and it was really stressful to have this and to find ideas, and so we had to like close the production. I had to go on vacation to find inspiration.
That's important.
Yeah.
Because when you're stuck, it's like, what are you going to do? It's like, I think it's okay that you took a vacation.
Yeah. I think so too.
If you needed to
But
hear that.
if we do another season, I know we will have to really finish all the episodes before the animators come, because it's really difficult. But eventually I went through, and but to not have inspiration, it's
And also inspiration.
a lot of
It's like it's not always there, right? So it's not like, okay, now, like inspire me. It's like,
there was a lot of like, I don't know, 60% of the time where I was just sitting on my chair and and watching through to the window and to see what happens next. And
Yeah, it can
yeah.
be very hard. Yeah, I know. So, yeah, thank you. Another question. Sí, mira. No, hay otro micro, tranquila.
Hi. As Rocío said, I also love the show.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask, so at first you said you didn't think about like anything else apart from like the first episode you post on Instagram, but at some point you have to start thinking about who is this for. And you said in France is in an adult's channel, and then here is like in a kids channel. Who was this for? You like simplified some messages so the kids can understand, or you haven't think about that at all?
No, I know. I didn't think about the children when I was writing it at all. It was not my target, but I didn't want it to be an adult show. Like if kids could watch it, it was cool. But yeah, it was always the question when we started to sell the series, to talk about it and like to have finances and all. It was always the question like for who is this for? But and we said like it's for everyone, and they were fine with it because I had these 4 episodes that showed like the atmosphere and the tone of the series, so it was fine. But when I was writing it, I think I was writing it for my age, for my generation before. But yeah, it's cool that it succeed to cross all the generation. Like in France, I have a lot of reviews or comments and feedbacks from like older people and child. There's teachers that shows the series in class, so it's amazing to see that. Yeah.
Wow, perdón. A ver, ¿quién quiere ir primero? Tú, venga, sí.
Hi.
Hi.
Love your work.
Thank you.
I have a very simple question. Which is your favorite part of the process? I can imagine that you can have fun in writing and animating and storyboarding. I'd be curious, since writing is tough.
I think the writing is really tough, but it's at the same time my favorite part to write the story, but mostly to write a character, to build a character and see his personality growing. And I really love that process to create a character, not especially by draw, but really with writing and with what's happening to him through the story. And that is my favorite part. But also, I really love the sound process, to work with the music, but also like the bruitage, like all the sound, the atmosphere sound, like
Sound editing.
yeah, sound editing. Yeah, I really like that. And but there was not. No, yeah, that was my favorite. Those two were my favorite part. Yeah.
Okay, next question is here. There's a microphone. Okay, next question.
Hola.
Hola.
Yo quiero hacer una pregunta en castellano, creo que siento más.
Yes, I will translate it.
Est-ce que je peux avoir ça?
Let's see if I can.
Pues a mí me recomendó Samuel un amigo y como que me dijo, tipo, bueno, a ver qué opinas de Samuel, ¿no? Yo soy como consumidora más que no dibujo ni nada. Y como que una cosa que me parece muy interesante es como que al final no tiene como una masculinidad como muy hegemónica, y eso me parece como una cosa de la serie que lo hace muy interesante, y como si realmente Emily ha tenido en cuenta como que es algo como genuino en la infancia o realmente como quiso meterlo en la serie, ¿no? Como ese momento de la fiesta que hacen con los amigos o tipo de sensibilidad que tiene, como se comunica, como si realmente es
Okay.
No sé cómo lo puedes decir.
Let's try. That was
I
a very
think I-
hard question. Okay.
I think
I-
I understood. I
yeah,
understood a part of it, but
She's talking
not
about
sure.
the
Masculinity.
masculinity, and let's see what does she say about that. Okay, because you said very interesting things, but I'm like the worst translator of the world.
Alguien tenía que decirlo.
Yeah, no, it's okay, but
I
I,
can-
don't
I
know
can
how
try.
to translate like hegemonico. Like how do you say that in English? Okay.
Okay, I can try to answer in English. So the choice of doing Samuel like a boy, even though I'm a girl, is not meditated. But it was not
she
the
didn't mean
question.
it like
Okay.
it was like she meant it like I
Just to
think there's like a sensibility, and it's like.
Mm.
I think you meant that it's like, and I also think that there's like it's like a boy, but you don't see like a boy like the ones that throw balls at me at school, you know? It's not that,
for
right?
sure.
It's not like that masculinity.
Yeah.
She liked that.
But
I also like.
Yeah. So, but it's the introduction of my answer. Like, so I chose to do a boy, even though I'm a girl. But I wanted to keep my feminine energy into the character, to create like I don't have to create like a real character that we can feel and we can like empathize with it. So I didn't want to cut my thoughts because he was a boy. And so yeah, Samuel is really like, but yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. Because I know I'm going to like enter in a complicated answer, and I will not have the vocabulary to talk about it.
In Spanish, it says meterse en un jardín. You know, it's like an expression for this. But I think.
But
I think we
the question is so interesting.
Solo quería saber cómo
Yeah.
realmente cómo fue consciente de que estaba haciendo como un personaje como con cierta ambigüedad, ¿no?
Okay, if you were, yes, I think she answered, right? You answered the question. I think she was like, if you were consciously like writing a character that was not like, that had some ambiguity.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
a cliché of a...
No, like you said that it was like, it had your energy, right? The energy of a girl. So I think you answered that. This is a question answered. So it's okay. We did it. Okay, another question. Okay. Let's see.
Hi, hello. Thank you, first of all, for the show. This is a fantastic show.
Thank you.
It seems to me that this may be a dumb question, but as a creator, in this kind of projects such as Samuel, how well do you take saying goodbye to these characters? Because for us it was super hard. We were rationing the episodes because we didn't want to say goodbye to them. But I think that as a creator it may be even more difficult to say just, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, for the final episode, for example, it was really hard to finish it. Maybe because I didn't want to leave him, and because the ending for me was never satisfying. And even with this version, I didn't find the right. But I don't think there is any. There was always a frustration thing with finish a series, and but I feel like Samuel is always. I'm really glad that there is this capsule of kind of my childhood in this series, and Samuel represents it, and I feel like it's super cheesy, but I feel like he's always with me, like he accompanies me, and in my other projects that I'm doing now, he's there to remind me, like, remember when you were doing just this little line and this keep that simplicity and this sincerity with you. So yeah, but it was hard, I would say, yeah.
But you will do a second season, so it's not going to be that hard. Okay.
Yeah.
I have attachment issues. Okay, let's see here. I'm sorry. I don't want to choose. It's like the first one I see. Okay, this one.
Hi, I really like Samuel, of
Thank
course. And the thing is, I saw it in Catalan because I think there are 3 versions actually, like Catalan, Spanish, and French.
And German also.
French,
Yeah.
Wunderbar. Okay. So the thing is, when I finished, I was like, she must be Catalan because like the way that I connect and my friends were so deep, like she should be like from very near from here because at least. And I was amazed because you're French, so at the end of the day, I was like, because
No,
how amazing is that you can connect with somebody that is more on the same age and even cross generations. Sorry, I'm not asking.
oh no, that's so cool. That's so cool to hear.
I was going to say that too because I am from Latin America, from Peru, and I also felt like something like the letter thing we were talking about.
Yeah.
This happened in Peru,
Okay.
so
Okay.
we're like all connected.
So that's even more amazing, like from another continent. So I don't know if you take some part supervising or checking, like the Catalan and Spanish and German. They were, I guess, someone local was proposing you things.
Yeah, we changed some parts to fit with the country, and so for example, there's this episode where they are it's summer and they are dancing. There's the soccer football.
Yeah.
There's a football, and we had to change the name of the footballer.
Yeah.
So it was Zidane in the French version, and in Spain it's Xavi. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not good at all with.
Xavi.
And there's a lot of things like this. We changed it. Some musics. There's a lot of music. There's music we changed. So for the choir, it's another music for the Spanish version and Catalan version are different. Also the music when he's in. Also the cities. So in Spain, Samuel lives next to Barcelona. Or we say that, but we don't say it in the series, but we keep that in mind. And he goes on vacation in Valencia. And we changed the music for this episode where he's in Valencia. There's an episode for Emmanuel.
An Argentinian singer, I think, the song.
Maybe. I don't know. I
Aisha
didn't know
Samet.
the song, but I work with.
I'm very invested in someone.
But I work with a lot of great person from Spain who told me what was the equivalence. Yeah, between France and Spain, and so it helped me a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted to congratulate you and the team behind every.
Yeah. Thank you so
At
much.
least I watch in Catalan and in Spanish, and I think both versions made it like
Oh, great.
making the French one. I cannot know. I guess it's even better.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
But there's some episodes, if you want. There's episodes that are shorter in the Spanish and Catalan version. We had to cut some scenes for the episode in the dream. There's a whole lot of other parts.
I want to see that.
Yeah, and it's so there's some stuff like this that are a bit frustrating, but it's not. If you want to.
I want to.
We can check it, the French version.
I don't know if you can have access to Arte.tv. It's on this, but it's not subtitled, I think. It will be
I think
soon.
I will understand everything because I've seen it 3 times. I want to know, Alberto, how is it called in German, in the German version?
They kept all the name. In
okay.
Germany, we didn't do the translation process,
Okay.
adaptation. We didn't
Yeah.
do the adaptation. It's like Samuel is French and it's translated.
Okay.
Yeah, but in Spain, because it was a bbigger process, we really
Yeah.
wanted to change stuff to make him
More
make him Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time I see Samuel, I will see it in Catalan. Okay. So now it's like it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, more questions, or I don't. Okay, here. I don't know. Okay.
Well, first, I really love and enjoy your work, Samuel.
Thank you.
Well, this is a simple question, but there was like an episode that you just want to finish it, like you didn't really enjoy it and just want to make the next one.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
There was like an episode that you didn't have like really inspiration or you didn't really enjoy it and you just wanted to start creating the next one.
So episode that you hated, maybe. That you were like, oh my
That I
God,
don't
wanna
like.
finish this.
No, I like all of them, but I know there is in all of the episodes there are some parts where I see all the faults, and but it's normal. I guess it's because I know all the details of the series. So, but there's no episode that I didn't like doing it. If I was feeling this, like not liking it, I had to start over. Like it was so it means like it's not a good idea. It means it's not going in the right direction. So there were some times where I was feeling that, but I was like, okay, let's do that again, and yeah.
Two more questions.
I think.
Okay, here.
Hi, thank you so much for the series. I'm a very big fan as well. I don't know how to make this question, but I was really curious to know why did you decide to add Berenice to the equation? Like, because I think Samuel's and Julia's story may be enough for a whole series, but there's like this third character who is not only involved with him as a friend, but is also like a sort of ending love interest. And I was curious to know, like, why did you decide that instead of keeping her just like as a friend?
To add Berenice?
Yeah.
Because I think it's at the time when I was writing it, I was watching. It's again an inspiration. I was watching a series called Reply 1988. It's a Korean drama that I love so much. Really watch it. I recommended it to all the people that I know, and they all love it. And there is a love triangle, but it's not a love triangle like there's the two important person and there's the third one who's just the third wheel. All the characters are so well written and so important, and you don't know, you don't want to choose between them. They're just so nicely written, and I wanted to do that with Samuel. I wanted to, but it was like a smooth process. It was not like I saw the show and I wanted to put. It's like I think it confirms what I wanted to do, and I think it was maybe more interesting to have this character Berenice, which you find maybe annoying at the beginning, and at the end you really empathize with her. And I wanted to have this character, like this annoying character, and I really like to write faults and people that are annoying. Yeah.
I'm really glad there is a romantic
My
plot.
vocabulary is so limited, like I use only the same words.
No, but I think your English is better than mine, don't worry. But I'm really glad that there is a romantic plot, because if there wasn't, I would be very sad. So thank you very much.
Yeah,
for
I
this
think
romantic plot.
romantic plot are my I don't know, my best thing. Even I only watch romantic things, I think. Not only, but
No, that's
I love
okay.
watching
I
it.
only watch romantic things. Please, be yourself with me. Okay, last questions. Which one will be? Yeah, here. la última.
Hola, hola. Sorry, mi inglés es muy malo.
I help you. Like I did with the I'll do my best.
Mi pregunta es, hay como una pequeña escena de la serie que me dejó impactada. En plan, es como Samuel, está una fiesta de pijamas con los amigos,
Okay.
y cada uno cuenta su experiencia, y hay uno que me dejó impactada porque cuenta su experiencia con la separación de sus padres, la depresión de su madre. Y mi pregunta es, ¿tuviste una experiencia cercana con un amigo así, o familiar, o algo así?
This is interesting. It's like the episode where all the boys are in the house of one of them, and one of them talks about the depression of the mother, you know?
Yeah.
So she's like curious about where did you get the inspiration for this episode? Like, I guess your question is like, why? Why?
I think it, from where it began, it was, I think, when I was in secondary school, I had friends, I was in a group of friends, and we all had different, we were in all different social classes, yeah. And I didn't do like social episodes or, because, yeah, but I wanted to just like put something from it and to maybe, yeah, to paint a little bit of this feeling that I had. And when I was little, I didn't understand much of it, but it was just a feeling like to see, like to go in my friend's house and see it's different and see like, oh, their parents are not there, like where are they? It was just like silly questions that we were asking, and sometimes out of the blue it could have this deep moment where this person was confessing something, and we were starting to understand something, but we didn't know what was. We didn't know what, why, what. Yeah, what we were, yeah. So yeah, I wanted to talk about this. I don't know if it's clear or not, but yeah.
Y bueno, es una pregunta, pero tengo una carta para ti.
Oh, thank you.
She wrote a letter for you.
I can.
It's in French.
Oh wow. Okay, I will.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, maybe you can give it later to. Oh no, at this moment. Okay, let's do it. Un aplauso, por favor. Okay, so I think this was the. Okay, muchas gracias por venir. Thank you, Emily. You go with a gift, so it's good. You want to say anything to the people?
Well, thank you so much for coming here and for listening to me, and yeah, I'm so glad to be here in Spain. It's the first time I've been here since the series came out, so it means so much. Really, I'm so emotional right now. But yeah,
me too. Okay.
Thank you.
Gracias a todos. Gracias por venir. Okay, go.